All right, what's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Armon, and we're back with another video, and we are getting into more Diddy news. Damn it, Diddy, damn. I mean, it's just getting more interesting and interesting by the day. Now we have learned that, Diddy had an extensive amount of toys, bondage, dolls, all kind of freaky stuff that you would have in candy-coated nights in a dungeon down below. Where he would do, where he would plug stuff up people's ass. And, I guess it was locked up with the oils and stuff. And so he had a bunch of plugs, bondages, things like that. It was crazy. All right. And so they've all been confiscated, and I guess they're going to be tested and reviewed. Also, a 2018 surveillance video has resurfaced from a man named John Oddie. This man apparently was a worker, a star, and a male and a stripper. And he's alleging that he would actually sleep with Cassie while Diddy would watch. He's alleging that DJ Khaled is gay, and he's alleging that Rick Ross is gay. Now, he is also saying, let me pull up his picture. This guy here, he's also saying that while he slept with Cassie, Diddy would watch and stroke off and occasionally be on the phone doing business meetings and taking business calls, but Diddy would watch him bang Cassie. And during that time, they did a bunch of liquid cocaine. And he caught the heebie-jeebies, the herp and the pee, the herp and the peas. You know what I'm saying? They said that he caught that too. And he said he caught that from Diddy and Cassie, and he was kind of like their slave. Yes, it was a lot going on. Now, it is important to note that this man, while he was during the interrogation, he got locked up for trying to shoot up Donald Trump's golf course or Donald Trump hotel. I can't remember exactly what it was. Let me get to the article. It says, hold on. Let me read it for you guys so I don't put out the misinformation of what they're alleging, okay? X tells cops in 2018 Sean Diddy Combs' alleged slave in resurfaced video, right? A newly resurfaced video shows a blank star who has been arrested in 2018 for allegedly banging up one of former President Donald Trump's Florida golf courses, telling cops during the interrogation that he allegedly been Sean Diddy Combs' blank slave, okay? The years-old clip of Jonathan Oddie being grilled by Miami investigators in the unrelated case reemerged just days after Sean Combs pled not guilty in New York to blank trafficking and racketeering. The fallen rap mogul has been accused of running a sordid criminal empire for more than a decade, in which he allegedly threatened women and sometimes forced them to take part in up shows with male workers, according to his indictment. Okay, his arrest comes years after Odie, a former and was filmed bizarrely claiming to cops that he had with Combs and the rapper's ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura. What he says is, I had with Cassie and Sean. Oddie alleged in the interrogation footage he would masturbate and tell me what to do to Cassie. I was like a slave. Okay? For them, that's what I was. Odie also claimed that he caught these during the fest and with Combs and Ventura, and that he had did liquid coke with both of them. Okay, his bizarre allegations were never substantiated and were dismissed. However, they bear a resemblance to the claims detailed in Combs' recent indictment, as well as those Ventura laid bare in a federal lawsuit she filed against the rapper last November, in which she accused him of a years-long pattern of domestic and sexual Odie's claim about the embattled hip hop star were among several with allegations and conspiracy theories that spewed out soon after he was taken into custody over Trump golf course in May of 2018. Okay. Now, the incident, Odie allegedly caught on camera carrying. In that incident, Odie was allegedly caught on camera carrying a U.S. flag and ranting about Trump as he stormed into the lobby of the Trump National Doral Golf Club in Miami before exchanging fire with cops. Odie, who was in the legs by the police, then cuffed, had been ranting about former President Barack Obama and Combs when he was arrested. Law enforcement sources said that at the time. He doesn't like Obama, he doesn't like Trump, and apparently he does not like P. Diddy, the source said. All right, Odie is still in custody. He is not, okay, in Miami-Dade County on attempted of law enforcement officers armed and armed grand charges over the 2018 incident. Okay, Combs, meanwhile, is being held without bail and at the Federal Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn pending his trial. Okay, so he had over 15 encounters with them. He said he sued them and won the case. He had to turn over the video footage. He had the video footage, and they accidentally gave it back to him, but he may have lost the footage. Now, Diddy, that is some tea right there. It'd be interesting to know if this was true or not. Now, no word on if this is true, but I cannot lie. This sounds very, very close to what Cassie was saying happened. Okay. And you just have to think, if he's got Cassie having all this reckless with different workers, at some point she is bound to contract something, and maybe so is Diddy. You know, he said that Diddy would sit there on the phone while he would do it, and he would do it over and over and over. This is the same thing that Cassie said. Okay, this happened in 2018 before we even knew all of this stuff was happening. Okay, so to me, I kind of believe this because it's like, here we are in 2024 and we're having the same discussion, and everything he is saying sounds right on the nose. So my only thing is, why him? He's not cute. And I didn't know that was Diddy's type, but I guess that's what Diddy was into. That's a freaky set. So that's an interesting situation. I don't know. The only way to know that is if, Cassie tests positive for the herp, Diddy tests positive for the herp. I doubt that they'll do that, but they're not playing with Diddy. This stuff is all coming out, and it's just so weird how it's all resurfacing now. Like, why is this resurfacing now? Like, I don't think Diddy is really ready to go to trial, because if this is the stuff that's just resurfacing online, imagine the stuff that they have in their arsenal. And I didn't even think about DJ Khaled. Like Diddy and Khaled were really, really close. So what was DJ Khaled on? I don't know how deep this is going to go, but I feel like a lot of people, honestly, are going to get exposed through this whole debacle and situation. And it's going to be very, very, very nasty. And I just feel bad for Cassie and her mentals, because I feel like there's not enough money in the world, to take back some of the things that she has endured with her body, maybe have contracted, maybe done to her brain with all the drugs. And it's just a lot. And so, I'm gagging. Now, Kim Porter. This is a lot of tea. Allegedly, Kim Porter's diary inputs have been turned into a book and now up for sale on Amazon. I tried to find the book, I couldn't really find it, but now they're saying that she revealed, no word to confirm that this was actually hers, to verify the validity of the book, but apparently this is Kim Porter's book. The diary entries ended up getting passed on to a book publisher. They created a book, but from her friend. So her friend pretty much said, here's the information. And the guy, lightly edited it for it to be a book. It's about 60 pages. And apparently she is spilling some of the tea on Diddy. So let's get into this article. Diddy's debauched life of and unspeakable violence exposed in gory tell-all book from Kim Porter and mother of his sons. A new book accuses Sean Diddy Combs of his late girlfriend, taping himself having with a male teenage pop star. You know who that is. Justin Bieber, and parties with an Oscar winner and his wife. The 60-page book, Kim's Lost Word, claims to be a collection of diaries of Kim Porter, the mother of 3 of his children who died of pneumonia in 2018, leaked by her friends. It's described Combs' colorful love truth from the 1990s through Porter's final year, including alleged philandering with both male and female top musicians and rappers, and debauched at his home in which Porter took part. The book was published on September 6th, just days before the rapper and Bad Boy Records founder was indicted for racketeering and trafficking by federal prosecutors in New York. It's a gag. She was so pretty too. The short memoir has disturbing alleged accounts of Diddy Porter after losing his temper and even making threats to her. In the book, Porter recounts discovering and making copies of tapes Diddy made of himself having sex with young boys he was managing, including an alleged tape involving an 18-year-old pop star who went on to be a household name. To me, that feels like Justin Bieber. The final entry of the memoir has Porter falling faithfully ill, dramatically texting her friends, "He got me," and then called 911. The book Los Angeles-based producer Chris Todd claims Porter shared a thumb drive of her writing with close friends, which he obtained and lightly edited into a book under the Poseidon Jamal T. Millwood. The book is marketed as being printed in Las Vegas on September 7, 2024. Todd has not offered any documentary evidence to prove its authenticity, but put hard copies up for sale on Amazon. I was lucky enough to meet someone that purported to have Kim Porter's flash drive, he told the Daily Mail. "I know the celebrity source pretty well. I know how close they were to Kim and Diddy and all the people in the hip-hop community." This is what the producer says. This was supposedly for Kim Porter from the grave to come forward and tell her story. Todd said he did not originally want to put his name on the book for security reasons. "This is a dangerous situation, and I didn't want to claim ownership of Kim's words. But now I'm willing to come forward because of the recent arrest of Sean Combs." Details of the scandals alleged in the book have already been reported. Diddy allegedly took out and started shooting at a nightclub in 1999, then made a rapper on his label, Shine, take the fall for him. Combs and then girlfriend Jennifer Lopez was arrested over the incident, but only Shine was charged, though rumors of Combs' responsibility have swirled ever since. Other incidents have been flat out denied by alleged participants, including star-studded. He hosted parties that were just a fancy name of, and everyone wanted in, the Porter memoir claimed. "We not only had but we also swapped partners. Our life was crazy, but I got to do things with Sean I would never have been able to do with a straight man." She says she was sleeping with a well-known married woman. "I woke up and left the bedroom where I was, and Sean happened to be coming out of the bedroom with a chart-topping rapper and the woman's husband. I was grateful I wasn't asked to join in that room," Porter allegedly wrote, saying she didn't really like the rapper. Porter allegedly wrote that she and Diddy had an open relationship and that she regularly slept with legendary late rapper Tupac Shakur. The Porter memoir claimed Combs first hit her after she refused a strap-on him. "I just can't stop thinking about that night. It was amazing. Can you screw me one more time? Please," Diddy said, according to the book. "I became infuriated," the book said, adding that Porter told Diddy to instead of have man, music executive she believed he was having an affair with. "Then Sean hit me. This was the first time, but he slapped me hard. Before I could form words, he began to beg me, 'I'm sorry.' Holding my cheek where he hit me, I turned and I ran off. That should have been it, but I guess I'm a glutton for punishment." This is all that she wrote in her diary that got wrote in her book. Now, mind you, you remember when the psychic Sloan Bella was like, Kim was writing a book, and then she died. But then there was like a phone. I guess there was a phone or something that her friends were going to find. Maybe the phone was the flash drive that people were going to find, and it was all going to come out. Sloan Bella predicted all of this too. And then she said there was like a liquid, like Kim was poisoned. I remember vividly hearing that. Okay. The book described another alleged incident at Porter's apartment. He fiercely slammed me into the ground. Then he pulled out a .22 hand and set it on the table, the memoir claimed. He knelt one knee and got right in my face to say, "You're mine. You don't have a choice in it now. I can't live without you." He's a terrifying monster. Porter allegedly wrote that she discovered videotapes of Sean's encounters in his bedroom vault and made copies of them as protection for herself as part of her plan to leave him. But the memoir said that when she watched back the tapes, she was shocked. Some of the tapes had things I would have never expected. The parties are one thing, but the young boys, like two hip-hop artists formerly managed by Diddy, and then the 18-year-old pop star, I would have never known. This is going to be very important because this was already put out before the indictment. So when the feds did their investigation, they found tapes. So the tapes is not a lie. So my thing is this. If they have the tapes and the tapes corroborate what's being said in this book, then that would mean he Kim Porter, because for me, if I'm listening to everything in this book, and then once the search and discovery comes out after the trial and we find out everything that's been on them tapes, if it has anything to do with what was said in this book, I'm gonna gag. That is going to be crazy. The book's publisher claims the friends of Porter and Diddy who gave him the memoir also had copies of the music mogul's alleged tapes. So the tapes are out. He claimed a shady intellectual had even been trying to sell them to Hollywood documentary producers. Wow. I was given the memoir, 60 pages. I was also given a photo and told if I wanted access to Diddy's tapes, I could have that also, he said. I know for a fact the tape of Diddy with the teenage pop star has been shopped to Hollywood studios by other parties. Todd also shared a photo of Porter, which he said was taken in her bathroom at Toluca Lake Mansion around 2009. He claimed a friend of Porter took the photo while she applied makeup to cover up an injury from one of Diddy's alleged attacks. The photo background matches realtor photos of master bathroom at the mansion where Porter was later found in 2018. In 2020, Todd published a book on O.J. Simpson titled Ron's Revenge, putting forward a theory that O.J. blanked his wife and her friend Ron Goldman was an accomplice. It's not the first time that Combs has been accused of being a predator or violence, okay? Let me get to the other part, though, in the book. There was a part where Kim Porter allegedly said, she texted her friend, she said, "He got me," and then called 911. We went over that. So for me, the fact that this is now out, where there's smoke, there's fire. And with that Kim Porter stuff, something has not been right about that. And I feel like and then who was that? I think even Don talked about how Diddy was mean and aggressive and yelling and screaming at Kim Porter in her filings. And now he hit her and went off on her. So people witnessed him be abusive to her too. And she wanted to leave and couldn't. Diddy got with Cassie. Kim was writing her book, and she ended up. That is going to be a wear out if we find out that he got rid of that woman. And here's the thing: you can't act like husbands and men don't do that. We watch men off their wives all the time, and we can't act like Diddy won't hit because we saw Diddy beat the crap out of Cassie. We can't act like the stuff ain't real because we know he was doing it to Cassie. So Kim Porter, it didn't start with Cassie. But Kim had got out and she was going to start writing her book, exposing it. And so she had to go, and he got rid of her. Cassie stayed quiet and didn't tell nobody her plan. And so that's probably how she made it out so far. This is very, very scary. Very, very, very scary. Very scary. Very scary. I'm interested. I'm here. Let me know, do you guys believe the contents of this book? Do you guys believe Jonathan Oddie? Like, everybody's story is sounding the same. Like, everyone's story is the same from then to now. And there's dead people, jailed people, free people, former artists, evidence, thousands of bottles of lube, bondage, dildos. All of this stuff. This did all of this. He's guilty. The feds even confiscated stuff. Like, come on. Did Diddy Kim Porter? I'm gagging. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Till next time, keep that same energy. And we'll see you soon. Peace out.